So on today's expose, we are featuring Madeline Pryor, aka the Goblin Queen. Yes, she first appeared in Uncanny X-Men number 168 in April 1983, created by Chris Claremont and Paul Smith. And she is a clone of Jean Grey, who Cyclops marries first instead of Jean Grey because she'd be dead. And
it's a valid reason.
but then Jean Grey comes back and he's like, "Bye, Madeline Pryor. My real wife is here." and then Madeline is really, in a really terrible place, and we feel sorry for her. But yeah, she's just a clone that has unfortunate circumstances, and she's really cool and deserves more.
Do you think Scott was just like, now you're just my prior wife? Prior? No, okay, sorry. Everyone. I like how you say she was in a bad place, as if she didn't try to sacrifice her baby to the lords of hell and summoned hell into New York. Like, typical
she was also,
sword woman.
But I still think she was being taken advantage of at that point too. Demons and stuff, So
yeah. Touche.
I go where I wanna go. Jean.
Scott.
Jean?
Scott! I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants!
I summon the Arctic winds!
No more mutants! There's always more gators in the bayou.
Don't get a
Hello, welcome to this week's episode of Solving for X. My name is Shawn. I'm the ultimate excavationist.
And I'm something of an X fan myself, Kevin.
And we are so happy, especially my eyes. My eyes are really happy right now looking at the screen because we have someone returning to grace us with their presence. We have Hammy. How are you, Hammy?
Woo! I'm fantastic. I'm glad to be here. I forgot that it was like I get to see you boys, so I'm pretty excited about that. I wish I showered, but that's fine. We'll deal with that later.
It's okay. I like the smell.
Yeah, I sent you a little jar of the smell so you could really feel like you were right here with me.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just feel like I've started this episode like so creepy. Like I'm creeping on you. I'm smelling you. I'm sorry that I've brought us to this place.
No, it's fine. I never should have sent you those socks to begin with. It was a weird thing for me to do.
They were kind of crusty.
Don't do this or people are going to start emailing me about my socks.
The Fritos, the smell of Fritos.
Oh my God. Okay, Kevin, as if you don't get this too.
You know.
That's enough of that.
So, Hammy, we had a question on our previously on last week. We want to hear from you. So, should Jean Grey be punished for Phoenix's crimes?
No. No, absolutely not. I mean, spoiler territory for this episode, but like, I'm a hard agree on the way Beast feels through most of this episode, in that one creature shouldn't be sacrificed for another's crimes or to stop another's crimes. And I also believe that like Jean hasn't done anything wrong herself.
Yeah.
Dot. I don't know. Not really. I just said what Beast said. I just watched the episode and was like, damn, Beast is right. Beast is it. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think?
Yeah. Kevin?
Well, I definitely agree that Jean is innocent, but I also argued that without the Phoenix, she would have been dead anyway. So, it's
okay.
like Final Destination.
Yeah. I think Jean should kill herself. I think Jean... I do. I think if Jean had the power, she should stop the Phoenix, but I don't think it's someone else's job to stop
that makes
the
sense.
Phoenix.
That
you know what I'm
makes
saying?
sense.
Like, if the Phoenix was in me, I'd be like, no worries, guys. We're done.
Yeah.
I'll just go put an end to it. But, like, I wouldn't expect my friends to kill me, even if I wanted them to.
Yeah.
That's true. But yeah, I said she should not be punished. And the only thing that's hard is since the Phoenix is already attracted to her, what's going to stop it from continually like using her? So I can see why the Shi'ar are angry, but I wouldn't want to kill her for it. But I like the self-sacrifice.
Yeah. We'll get into it with this episode because it is different than the comic book. So
yes,
I feel like my opinions on whether or not we should kill Jean are different based on comic book or TV show.
Okay. Good. Then I'm glad we have you here to help us walk through that part.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on Instagram, I love this too. I pulled up Instagram to look at the vote, and first there was like the most recent naked picture of Hammy that popped up, and then it refreshed, and there was a naked picture of Kevin. So I'm like, this is who I'm talking to.
You know,
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. It's just funny when I'm at like Disneyland and I open my Instagram and there's like naked man on my phone. I'm like, oh, good thing my screen's open.
Don't even get me started. Because like obviously I follow a lot of thirsty, thoughty people too. So like I'll be at the gym and I'll open my phone. I'll be like, no, don't look.
Yeah.
On the bus, Disney, everywhere. I need to. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, our voters, so we had 18 votes for no and 6 votes for yes. She should be punished. So the no's won at 75%.
I think I voted twice, one for each and 2 different accounts.
So those cancel each other out and mean absolutely nothing.
Right.
Cool.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'll take out those votes. So we're still at 75-25.
Amazing.
So this was interesting.
Punished.
I just wanted to know.
Yeah. I think punished is different than, killed or whatever.
Sure.
But
True.
I don't know.
All right. And then we are going back and we are counting the Jeangasms. So here's your Jeangasm update for today. So it looks like in the Unstoppable Juggernaut, she had 2 Jeangasms. Besides that, that's it. I just have to watch 3 more episodes of season 1, and we're done with the season 1 Jeangasms.
Yeah, this is the most chaotic scene that you guys have in this podcast is the Jeangasms. The idea, like, the fact that you decided like a couple episodes ago that you were going to go back and rewatch just for this one thing is absolute lunacy. You do it for the fans, and I love it.
Yeah.
For the fans, and the fact that I have no work right now, so I just sit at home all day with nothing to do but count a woman orgasming.
Oh, boy.
Went from all the tears and Jeangasms.
Yeah.
God almighty.
And he's like, why did I agree?
What is happening?
All right, let's get to our episode. So this is the Dark Phoenix Saga, Part 4, The Fate of the Phoenix. This aired November 26, 94, written by Brooks Watchell, directed by Larry Houston.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Scene 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Did Larry Houston direct all of them?
Yeah,
or
pretty
just
much.
like... Okay, cool. I saw his name pop up a bunch, and obviously you guys always say this, and I feel like is mostly Larry Houston. I was like, man, that was a busy man.
Yeah, and he was the reason why this show has so many like cameos and so many little tidbits, because he was a huge X-Men fan. The Llewellys weren't, but they were like, if we're not fans, we need somebody who is. So they brought in other people around them.
God bless. Okay, I'll stop interrupting. I'm ready.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, scene 1. The Laundra orders the Imperial Guard to capture Jean Grey. Professor X smartly infringes on the Laundra's mind and pulled out an ancient law. He's like, oh yes, I know your peoples. That gives the X-Men the chance to fight for their lives. The Shi'ar immediately leave to prepare for the fight. The Greys watch on in confusion. Oh, okay. I got you.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
We watch as a ship flies from Earth into space. The Imperial Guard and the X-Men appears burger on the Shi'ar flagship. Cyclops pleads to Laundra to spare them since, they're buddies, they're friends. We're cool, yo, Lily. But Lilandra explains that the Phoenix is too powerful to exist, especially after, destroying a whole solar system. Lilandra explains that Xavier's challenge has only made matters worse as she now has to confer with all the other space leaders. Bitch, now I gotta work because you had to be a whiner.
Oh my god.
I love how she says it was fortunately uninhabited, especially after what you told me before. I'm like, was it really though?
They really played that up, huh? Because isn't that the whole reason they had to get rid of her in the comic books?
Pretty much, yeah. She killed the whole race.
She blew up it was genocide in the comics, right? But like in the show, they make it a very specific point to say absolutely no one died when she exploded all of this fucking galaxy. Don't worry about it. This is a kid's show.
Yeah.
Nothing bad has happened.
Yeah. There was only one person there. He was a gardener, Ted. Nobody liked Ted. We're better off without Ted.
We're actually glad he's gone. Also, though, scene 1, Professor X just like, guys, come on. How many times does this man say, like, we shouldn't just go into people's minds without their permission? And then it's just like, hey, Lilandra, I actually did go in your mind and found this really deep secret about your people that you didn't want me to know. And I would like to impart that now. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
And she's just like,
a few questionable things.
Yeah. Also volunteering your entire team to fight to the death.
They're like, what? We're going? Okay.
Beast, literally, I think it's Beast. He goes like, wait, all of us?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's the only way.
It's like,
everyone
we're
except
in space
me.
Now. Yeah.
I'm going to stay on this ship. You guys are going to fight. Wow. Miserable. Miserable old bastard. Scene 3. Lilandra consults the Kree leader and the Empress of the Skrulls. They agree to the duel. Lilandra delivers the bad news to Charles.
So we've got a lot going on here. We've got our first cameo.
Come out, wherever you are.
Don't worry about us, Dingo. We'll make sure we can.
Cameo.
So this
was
is
that Swamp Thing?
What?
That's so rude.
It looked like Swamp Thing to me. Like
Rude.
Weird.
I actually think it's rude to Swamp Thing, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a green gelatinous blob, wasn't it?
Oh no, Creature from the Black Lagoon. That's what it looked like to me. That's what it was.
All right, we'll accept
okay.
it.
I can
That's
see
what I was
that
thinking
more.
of. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant.
So we've got the Supreme Intelligence, which Kevin is so rudely referring to. He made his first appearance in Fantastic Four number 65 in August of 1967. So he's known for being basically the Supreme Intelligence, the leader of the Kree people. And he was created by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. And then we have Empress Raquel, who was Fantastic Four number 206 in February of 79. Either of you, did you recognize the Supreme Intelligence's voice?
No.
I did.
No.
It's Len Carlson, who was Senator Kelly. Or not Senator Kelly. What's his name? Was it Kelly?
I like that we both got caught. Me and Kevin were both like, "Oh yes, now I remember." And you were like, "Actually, not that person."
I have no, yeah, I have no idea.
Like, oh fuck, I don't know.
Sure,
he might have been Trask. I can't remember if it was Trask or Kelly.
Wow, you really remembered it, didn't you?
I just ruined my own moment.
He was in the show.
He was in the show.
It was someone from the other voice sounded familiar, and I tried to Google it, and I could not figure out who it was for the life of me. But we'll leave that up to the listeners, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, they'll let us know. This is also a "you look familiar" moment, which I have shamelessly stolen from Kevin. This is directly a scene from the comics. The only difference is it was multiple people from the X-Men who went into this room, but there were the two screens, just like we see in the cartoon. But in the cartoon, it's just Lilandra.
Okay.
Yeah.
And last thing that I'll bug you with, do you guys know what movie the Supreme Intelligence appeared in the MCU?
No.
Doctor Strange.
He was actually in Captain Marvel, but we never saw the big green gelatinous one. He appeared as people that they knew.
Oh.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense because the whole Skrull connection.
He appeared as Annette Bening, that evil Annette Bening.
Disgusting. That swamp thing looking ass bitch. Rude.
Oh, and we had Rogue carrying Xavier, which I thought was super cute too. Earlier. That
was cute, and then it just cuts. Like, the pacing of the show is absolutely insane. There's literally, like, she's carrying Professor Xavier. Lalandra says a line. They do a literal X, like, swipe. And then Lalandra's in a car. Or, not a car. That would be fucking wild. Xavier's in his little, like, hover chair next to Lalandra. And I'm like, when did this happen?
Yeah. Time has passed.
Time, yeah.
By the way, it was Robert Kelly. I was right the first time.
We knew you were. We had faith in you.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, Hammy.
We would never question you. Except when we did.
Exactly.
Rude. You look like Swamp Thing. Your turn, Kevin.
Oh my god, I knew I didn't want to do this over video.
Take a shower.
Where's my face tune?
All right. Beast is beasting about in a space gymnasium where Storm flies over. Storm has doubts as to whether they're on the right side or not. Beast tells Storm that Jean has done no wrong. Below, Gambit and Wolverine have the same talk. Phoenix has gone evil, but should Jean pay for those crimes? I feel like we just talked about this.
Almost like we did.
Deja vu.
Yeah, Beast is right. So that's all there is. It's also amazing to hear Beast get, like, angry.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that voice actor, he's always so calm, and especially on this show, just like in season 1 when Beast is, like, in jail and he's just like, no, it's fine, everything's good, when he should be mad. So, like, hearing Beast be upset about something was awesome. I loved it.
Yeah.
This is also our next You Look Familiar. This exercise room is directly from the comics, only it was Nightcrawler, not Beast, who was playing around in the room.
Oh, it was Nightcrawlering around. Rather than beasting about the space gymnasium.
And I love this scene. I love seeing the X-Men, like, struggling with this. It's not an easy answer to come to.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you meant them training. I was like, I don't know. I feel like we have enough of them training, but I guess that's true. No, them dealing with it. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thank you. All right. Meanwhile, Xavier goes into Lalandra's mind again. He takes her to a romantic forest in his head. He begs plainclothes Lalandra to help him contain the Phoenix rather than destroy Jean. Metalhead Lalandra appears behind them and is hurt by Charles asking this of her. She has a duty to her people. She casts Xavier out.
Yeah. Great scene.
So, how do we feel about Lalandra at this point?
I mean, it's something that I have for, like, a theme of the episode. I mean, I get where she's coming from. You have to decide. I guess you just have to decide, is love a weakness or a strength? Can it be both?
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
That was beautiful.
Yay.
Yay. It is tough. Like, I was kind of laughing at a lot of the Lalandra Xavier stuff because obviously in a kid's show you have to be really over the top with it. Like, there's a part later where she's like, the woman inside of me wants to be with Xavier, but the Empress must do what's right for her people.
Mm-hmm.
And, that's kind of foolish, but I think in the real world, like, that is a struggle people go through. I looked at it almost like Namor from the Black Panther movie, where it was like, listen, you got to do what you got to do. These are your people. You got to protect them. You know, if you got to break up and kill your boyfriend, you got to break up and kill your boyfriend.
Wow.
Okay, I would do that for a piece of toast, and we're talking about a whole planet. Okay, so
No, it's a valid point. Yeah, she's got to put a solid front for her people. She can't just be like, we'll forgive this one because I like his dick. That may or may not work.
Oh no!
Yeah, she's not selfish like Xavier is. Really.
True.
That's true. Meanwhile, Scott spaces out, staring into space. He shares his doubts with Rogue, who honestly makes it all about herself, but that's fine. What if they don't destroy Jean, and she goes to take more life? He tries to put himself in Lalandra's shoes. Just then, Jean shows up in her old school outfit, with the art looking terrible, by the way. That's an I editorialized that. Jean shares a vision of Dark Phoenix with Scott. She exposes her fear of what if the next time the Phoenix kills Earth or someone close to her. I don't think I said that right, but that's good.
You said it right. You got the point across.
Nice. Yeah, this scene was crazy to me for so many reasons. I think this scene I have the most notes on because Scott's just staring out in space. Love it. And then Rogue is like, I know how you feel. I can't touch people. And Scott's like, my girlfriend's going to blow up a whole fucking universe. But okay, sure.
Like, not
Whatever.
quite the same thing.
You've had enough episodes, Rogue. We don't care. To be fair, this whole episode felt like we have Lenore Zan for 12 hours. She's fantastic. Let's get as many Rogue lines as humanly possible, whether they fit or not. But then, yeah, like... Oh, yeah. Thank God. I don't have any of the quotes. But then, like, it was crazy because Jean comes out in her old outfit, which, wild. No reason to do that. And then she what does she ask Scott? Oh, God. Scott says something to her. Oh, he says, you're worth the risk. And then she says, I love you too. And I was like, wait, what?
She was reading his thoughts.
Oh.
So he was thinking, I love you.
Got it. Smart. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That makes up for the scene.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
I love that.
Oh yeah, and the art was terrible. I took screenshots to send you guys, but I guess you can't screenshot Disney Plus because they all came up as like black squares on my.
Oh.
But God, go back to it's brutal. It's brutal.
I feel better now about holding up my phone to the screen like old school style and just taking a picture.
That's what I do. I do that all the time because it's like I've tried the screenshot thing in the past. I'm like, rude. And so then I start taking pictures. I'm like, look, Shawn.
I think they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the command room, Lalandra explains the rules of the game. Whoever on the X-Men survives the fight is free to leave if they win. If the Shi'ar win, they get to kill Jean. Oh. Like she says, like, we get to do whatever we want with her, which, means kill her, but, they say nicer things. She teleports the X-Men onto a desolate moon to prepare for battle. Yeah. So there we go. It's happening.
It's happening.
God. You guys are, like, on your own for the next. I spaced out so bad during this fight scene. All the Shi'ar came in. I was like, who's that? Who's that? What's happening? It was like a 10-minute fight scene. And I was like, man, this is wild. No one is doing a good job.
Like, I don't know all these people, but they're doing things.
They are doing things. They're out here doing it.
Yeah.
So I guess that counts for something.
Don't worry, ladies.
Wait, how do you guys...
got you. I put names.
Yeah.
Thank God. Yeah, I'm sure they're all really easy to pronounce, too.
Oracle's one of them.
Oh, damn it. I hope I got Oracle. How do you guys feel about the long fight scenes?
I mean, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't.
So if they're good, I like them. If they're bad, I don't. Yeah, okay.
It depends how sexy they are.
Yeah, I haven't met one that I didn't like so far. I feel you on this one. Like, it was mostly Rogue, and she was saying a lot of really weird things, but I enjoyed it. I liked it. I'm also an X nerd.
Yeah. Fair. I guess, yeah, with all the cameos. But I listen to your episodes, and there was an episode where you said there was like a fight scene, and I don't know what episode it was, and you said, I didn't write anything down for this. Do we want to talk about it?
I know. I get lazy with the fight scenes. I get lazy because it's like you're sitting there describing, and then Wolverine punches at this person, and this person, I'm just like, you know what? We'll just talk about it.
Luckily, there's 1,000 cameos in this, so I think that makes it a bit easier.
Yeah. All right. So on the moon, Beast makes the chilling realization that the moon used to be inhabited. Storm is surprised to learn that they can breathe on the moon, once again being Captain Obvious. Just then, the Imperial Guard appear, and everyone immediately starts fighting. Wolverine and Beast hold their own against Warstar.
Cool. Which one was that? Which one was Warstar?
Warstar's like the green robot-looking guy who makes a little green robot-looking guy.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Okay.
Yeah. So I was a little mad at this scene because when they show up, Gambit goes, this looks like some spooky Mardi Gras. And I'm like, what Mardi Gras have you been to, Gambit?
I thought the exact same thing. He said that, and I rewound it. I was like, "Oh, maybe there's something." And I was like, "It's literally a moon with like industrial buildings." And like, I was like, "What?
Where are the beads? Where are the beads? I don't see no beads."
God Almighty!
This was just the writer like inserting like stereotypical Cajun line here. Like, Cajun's like Mardi Gras.
Right? Yeah, this is just like that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it was. I think a lot of the lines in this are filler, to be fair. But that one was like peak. He did not have to say that. Any other sentence in the world would have made more sense in that context.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And we do have
Also
our first Jeangasm. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, ring the bell. Bing, ding, 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 ding. I can't believe I get to be here for a Jeangasm.
You do.
Jeangasm. Okay.
God. What is she gasming over now? What is her first gasm is over what? You're like, I don't know. I heard it. I was playing Game Boy, wasn't watching.
Game Boy?
Sorry, I'm 100 years old. What, Nintendo
I think it's when she
Switch.
sees Robert Kelly or Trask.
Oh, God.
It's one of those guys voiced by the same person.
When they start fighting, she makes a little Jeangasm when she gets hit.
Of course. Mm-hmm. All right. Before hitting anyone or doing anything, Gambit falls down a hole and Storm has to catch him. Gambit and Storm are attacked by Earthquake. Gambit throws some cards at rocks as Storm commands the wind and rain to throw all the rocks back. Storm is suddenly whipped by Hussar and taken down. Nailed it. Gambit dive bombs to protect her. Earthquake uses the diversion to knock Storm and Gambit out. I hope you all got that, listeners, because we're not repeating it again.
Never. So, Earthquake is the gross rock-looking guy who I think his power is to make earthquakes. And then Hussar is the red lady with the whip.
Oh yeah, that's what Storm's like. She's like, your stupid earth doesn't go against my wind and elementals. I remember that. Okay.
Yeah, I remember. That was good. Your Storm impression is just out of this world, Kev.
Can you say Jubilee for us?
Jubilee.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. It sounds like that movie Amelie.
Yeah. In Paris?
Yes. Hello, I am Amelie. I am Jubilee.
Jubilee. Jubilee, Gambit will save us. Yeah.
Oh God! I don't know why you weren't in Black Panther. Your accent is perfect.
It's so amazing. I know.
God
Love it.
Almighty.
All right, 10.
10.
10 across the board.
Starbolt, Smasher, and Oracle all attack Scott and Jean. Jean bravely defends them with a shield, like a psionic shield. Oofda.
Yeah.
Rogue flies in for the rescue and throws Starbolt. Rogue tricks Starbolt into flying into a wall and bounces. Is this where she says that line about, like, you're as fast as a swamp bug on a hot skillet?
Yes, man. That was so weird.
I was like, I don't get that, but sure.
Also says you're giving me goosebumps. What does that mean? What is happening?
I think it was supposed to be like the beginning of this whole, like, are you flirting with me, sugar? But it just came out like random at first.
Sure did.
Sure did. So we have 3 people here. We've got Starbolt, who's the man who's flaming. We had Smasher, who's the one that looks like Wonder Man with the glasses on and the white and black and red outfit. And Oracle, who's the fuchsia lady. Fuchsia.
Yeah, I remember her. Because Rogue says her name. I'm like, aha, a name that I heard. Cool.
But she says it all funny. She says, like, Oracle.
Kevin, it's your turn. Say it.
Which one?
Oracle,
what do I say?
In your great storm voice.
Oh, God.
Listening.
Make me nervous. Oracle.
Kevin's storm voice is just adding extra syllables to every name.
Yeah.
I got dizzy there. I got a little lightheaded.
The pressure.
What is going on?
I don't know. What's next?
So sorry.
All right. Back underground, Wolverine and Beast continue fighting Warstar. Gladiator crashes the party. Wolverine shakes him and is about to get the jump on Manta when she sees him and easily dispatches Wolverine. So Manta's the one that looks like a manta ray.
These names.
Yeah.
These powers.
I love how everybody's like Manta, Starbolt, Hussar. What? Where did that one come from?
Where's War Man? What was his Warstar? Yeah.
Warstar.
Even Gladiator. He's a big gladiator.
Yeah.
So
that mohawk.
Back up topside, Rogue hides from Oracle. Rogue is about to punch Oracle from behind when Oracle turns around and blasts the bitch. Bam! Bitch went down. Gladiator crashes another party and fights Rogue. I thought it said fists, Rogue. That's fine. He easily dispatches her.
I don't know what episode you were watching.
I downloaded it off LimeWire, so I'm not sure what I got.
The Fist of the Phoenix.
Oh God, those were the worst. That was disgusting.
Now you know the name for the porn.
Right? There was some great ones. I'll tell you that.
I remember, this is completely random, but you started it, Hammy. I was at a gay bar once, and they were showing a fisting video on the screen, and I was so horrified, but I couldn't look away at the same time.
Dear God, I have the opposite experience. I was at this gay bar in New York, and all they had playing on TV was, like, you know how every gay bar has like 45 TVs just around the wall? They're typically playing porn. It was just Spider-Man the animated series. And there was just like go-go dancers dancing. My gosh. And like it was like Beyonce music playing, and then it was just Spider-Man on it. And I was like, does someone like know I'm here? It seems like this is specifically made for me right now. I was like, Go-Go Boys, Beyonce, and Spider. I was like, what is happening? I feel like someone just turned to the wrong channel.
The first time I even heard of fisting was when it was happening right in front of me, and I was like, What? I don't. That was very startling for me. I'm like, I don't know if. Should I walk away? What do I do? Yeah.
I don't know what to say, boys. I don't have a fisting story to share with everyone, unfortunately.
We can make one for you.
I wish I knew I could. Everyone, please leave a comment about your favorite fisting story.
There you go.
We're going to get some fun responses.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, dear God, no.
All right, so Xavier watches in despair as the X-Men are taking... as the X-Men are taking...
so chaotic. I love you guys.
Thank you.
This is utter insanity.
The most random show ever. It's fine.
Oh, I love
it. As the X-Men are taken down one by one. Araki? Is that how you say
Araki.
it? Mm-hmm. Okay. Asks Lilandro why she won't comfort Xavier. She tells him it's because she has to put her role as Empress above her own stupid feelings. My heart is weak, but my people are mighty.
And this is where Hammy gets his line. The woman inside me wants to go to him.
Oh, yes. Tears. Wellington in my eyes. Beef Wellington in my eyes.
Jesus.
Okay.
I vibe with it, though, in a way where, like, I would do anything for my cat. You know what I mean? Like, I would do some crazy shit that I normally wouldn't do, but, like, probably not let the world burn. So I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Not to compare Jean to a cat. But.
Well, Cyclops did call her Tiger. Don't forget.
Which is really random.
Random.
He said, that Spider-Man show's pretty popular. Maybe we can do something
He's
with
like,
that.
one time I was in a gay club in New York, and never
Oh
mind.
my God. I was watching the TV.
I was expecting fisting, but they showed Spider-Man. All right. Back on the moon, Scott and Jean are the only ones left. They find a broken down Death Star tunnel to hide in. Scott blasts Mantis. Jean announces that she lost contact with everyone else. The two hide in a tunnel, and Jean puts up a barrier to buy them some time to make out.
She sure does. She fucking she like turned dust into a wall, and I was like, what a great power Jean has all of a sudden.
Yeah. Cyclops is like, it's too shallow. I got this.
I understand she could do that. Like, her power, she could lift sand in the air. I'm not challenging that. It was just fucking wild to see her actually do it. I think the animation just made it look like she was Iceman or something. She just like built an ice wall in front of the cave. Yeah. And then they do a big smooch, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
They do, and you can hear it too. They like put sound effects like.
That's what I'm saying.
God. Disgusting. The poor Jean actress has already been asked to do so much.
Yeah.
They're like, all these moans, and now we need you to make like a wet saliva sucking kind of noise. She's like, what am I doing?
They just put spaghetti in front of her and said, eat this, and they recorded it.
Slurp, slurp.
And they were like, okay, now just moan like you enjoyed the spaghetti for us. Oh, perfect. Yeah, we'll use that one. Thank you so much. Scott and Jean blast back into the action. They do a pretty good job of holding off Smasher, Oracle, Firelord, Gladiator. Oh, the rest of the cameos. Scott is blasted, and Jean takes a reprieve from fighting to help him. Seeing her man on the ground, Jean unleashes the Phoenix. She easily dispatches the Imperial Guard. Xavier revives the X-Men and commands them to destroy the Phoenix, which... Dear Lord, okay. A lot happens there. So Professor Xavier can just wake up the X-Men when they're unconscious, apparently. That's one of his new powers.
Mm-hmm.
The Phoenix 2. Shawn, you say dispatches a lot. And I'm here
easily
for
dispatches them. Mm-hmm.
Is that common?
It's the phrase. Yeah, it's like every episode now. Yeah,
it's very fancy.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And like, then the X-Men are all just like, maybe this is the next scene. I don't think it is, but he's like, you have to kill the Phoenix. And Scott's like, no. And Wolverine's like, no. And Storm's like, oh yeah. And like, just fucking tries to blast her right away. Like, doesn't take a beat. Everyone else is like, well, I don't know. And Storm's like, I'm going to blast her.
Yeah.
And and this is a part too where, like, you know, Jean is feeling for Scott. She's worried about him, which unleashes her power, which is stronger, but it also makes her more volatile. You know, so which is the greater? Is it stronger or weaker? You know, it makes you, you know, is love the weakness or the strength? It comes back to that again, because I don't know. It's tricky.
Yeah. And it is interesting, Hammy's point, that Storm's the first one to be like, fuck this bitch, and like zaps her. Because Kevin pointed out in Savage Land, Savage Heart, it's almost like a precursor of Storm losing control and understanding the Phoenix more. But yet at this point, she's like first one to be like, I'm going to kill her.
Yeah, which that was surprising to me, because I would have thought she would have been more relatable to her.
No, she's had enough.
Yeah,
we've dealt with this. It's been around long enough. It's been how many fucking episodes of television? It's time to blast a bitch and just end it. We have so much more story to tell, guys.
Yeah. I just wish we could have seen Gambit like throw a card at the Phoenix and it just be completely useless.
That would have been so good.
Just like a spooky Mardi Gras.
Oh, fuck.
Now, fully unleashed, Dark Phoenix first confronts Gladiator because, well, she missed him. Xavier tells Scott to destroy Phoenix. Storm comes to the rescue and blasts her. Wolverine shows up behind. But can't hurt Jean! Oh, I want to, but I won't. Oh, no. Scott coordinates the X-Men to fight Jean, but delivers the final blow. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And
Cheers.
His final blow causes a Jeangasm.
Oh. I mean...
Okay.
That's the way you do it, folks.
Yeah. Listen, when Scott's giving you the final blow, you would Jeangasm.
Time for the big finish.
Yeah, you better Jeangasm from that final blow.
When Scott's in town, we're both blasting. I'll tell you that.
Oh
no! Also, it's ridiculous that like just a big rock falls on the Phoenix. That's it. Scott just like blasts it, and a big rock. It was very like Multiverse of Madness, where Captain Marvel just has a statue fall on her and I guess dies, and you're like, she's super powerful. Like, anyway, I can't believe just a big stone fell on the Phoenix, and that was like, I agree.
That scene in Multiverse of Madness was cool, but everybody got easily dispatched so easily.
You're a terror.
I know. That's what my parents say.
Oh
anyway, Jean fights off the Phoenix long enough to plead to Scott to end her. Scott struggles and then says, I can't do it. Jean blasts him away as Phoenix once more takes control. Jeangasm 3! Ding, ding, ding.
Ooh.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's a very Jeangasm episode.
Good.
So glad to be here.
So we see a purposeful inconsistency in this scene. This was kind of dropped upon us by friend of the pod, Paul, from
Power of X-Men.
From Yeah, Power of X-Men. And so Larry Houston wanted to make sure that this episode was mostly as accurate to the comic as the show could make it. I mean, we'll talk about some of the things that aren't accurate, but even to the point where they changed Jean's eye color from blue to green for this scene, which green is her original color in the comics, blue is her eye color in the show. So that's how much he wanted to get this right.
Yeah. He's like, this is really, truly Jean in this moment. No Phoenix control.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to trust that because I really like Larry Houston and I really like Paul. But looking at the art, sometimes the colors just aren't right. But I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna agree with you guys and say it was very purposeful. And if it is, like, that's brilliant. Because obviously, if they started with their eyes being blue, they couldn't just change it for fun. Oh, I'm looking at it now. Her eyes are, yeah. Okay, I'm with you guys. I'm with Larry. I'm with Paul. Yay!
Okay, good. Because if not, like, you're a guest here and we would have kicked you out. But now we don't.
Yeah, I don't need to get canceled by the X community. Back on the flagship, the weapon system suddenly comes online. Professor X senses it's Jean's doing. In a daze, Lilandra walks into the control panel. Like, the room, not in... She doesn't walk into a panel and, like, hit her head on it. You know what Oh my God. Can we edit in laughter or something? Is that like a thing we can hear? I'll give you Mike, you're so funny. Lilandra walks into a bar. She says, ouch. Oh God, tough crowd.
I'll have to edit in laughter.
Yeah.
I hate being here. I changed my mind.
Full house, laughter.
I want to be canceled by the X community now.
The dangerousness. Okay. Back on the moon, real world on the moon, Scott chases after Jean. That's a deep Charmed reference. There you go. Okay. Jean suddenly stops and turns around and tells Scott she loves him. Just then, Lilandra smashes down on a button, which shoots down a beam at Jean. Oh! Jean pushes Scott to safety and lets herself be killed by the ray. Oh, and this was another moment that Paul gave us some incitation on. He said that this is, because Lilandra aimlessly walks in there and smashes down. This is Jean controlling Lilandra to kill herself.
Hey,
Yeah,
I said that that's what she should do.
Exactly. Yeah. And so now it's true.
Take that, X community.
Yeah.
Take that. We can't cancel him now.
No, I know about things.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently what Paul told us that he heard from, I think it was Larry, he said, who told him, was that the studio had some issues with, like, a character committing suicide in a children's cartoon. So this was their way around, that Jean controls Lilandra, Lilandra goes, and she's the one who presses the button. Someone can die, but not by their own hand.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Yeah.
See, you guys should have had Paul in this episode. You wasted him on that Charmed one. Oh, sorry. I was going to say, I feel like everyone's going to lose their minds if we don't mention that earlier. I forgot until we started talking about them being back on the moon. The reference about the moon being inhabited is probably an Inhumans reference, because the Inhumans live on the moon. And I assume that is what that is a reference to, because I assume Larry Houston was a big comic book fan and knew that that's where they live. That's my guess anyway. And I feel like I could hear people screaming for the last 30 minutes when we didn't say it when we should have.
Yeah, and they're like, Inhumans!
It's inhabited by the Inhumans, and they love Mardi Gras. Why don't you know that, you idiots?
It's like, they skipped it completely.
Then they'll get to this part, and they'll be like, oh, damn, I can't believe I yelled at my podcast for no reason.
Yeah, right.
And be like, I can't believe I thought about canceling that guy from the X community.
Yes. Well, thank you.
Me just looking up Easter eggs now so I can sound smart. Did you know Houston is the name of a city in the United States of America? And Larry
being
is the
canceled.
name, short for Lawrence.
Oh, from Texas? Oh!
Texas.
Oh! All right, back on the fag ship, Xavier concedes defeat to remorseful Lilandra. Xavier and Lilandra appear on the moon. As the X-Men confront them, Phoenix appears behind them. It apologizes for, losing itself in human emotions and destroying a whole solar system. It announces that Jean is dead, by the way, but the X-Men can choose to give up some life to help her. Everyone holds hands and gives in to the Phoenix. Jean is brought back to life, and the X-Men appear back at the mansion, just like in the comics, right, Hammy? That's what happened in the comics, right?
Yep, it was friendship all along.
Before you start this last scene, Hammy, this is a very big deal for Paul because he can never say this right. It goes back at the manor.
Oh God. Okay.
and it's a huge grievance for him. So let's see if you can do him justice.
Well, just to add a little bit of drama before you get there, two things. We get the fourth Jeangasm in this scene.
Okay.
And also, Scott is real happy to grab Wolverine's hand right here.
Oh,
did you notice?
I saw that.
Every Scott and Wolverine moment in this episode has been so incredible. When they're fighting over, like, who's going to be the one to sacrifice themselves for Jean, it is, like, the sexiest thing in the world. I was like, yes, fight to the death for your woman. Yes, make out a little bit. Yes. They're great in this episode.
They are. And I saw that hand holding. I'm like, yes. Power.
Did you pause and fist yourself?
A poly couple.
No, I did get some bad flashbacks now that you've mentioned it, so thank you.
If there's anyone you wouldn't want to be fisted by, it has to be Wolverine, right?
Oh, God.
Like, it would
Actually,
have to be.
in Cards Against Humanity, I made a card that says "Getting Fisted by Wolverine."
Jesus Christ.
The terror! The horror!
I mean, Beast has big hands, so that probably wouldn't be great. At least Logan's got, like, tiny little Canadian hands. Like this. Great for fisting, by the way. These hands, my hands, amazing for fisting.
Amazing. Why
but
is
Beast
this
at least are like
talking about?
You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to describe what it would be like to get fisted by Beast. Sean, say something normal about the scene so that I can then say back at the manor.
Okay.
Say one normal thing.
This is a beautiful scene. The time has come to hear Hammy say back at the manor.
Back at the manor. Storm once again plays the captain up role by announcing that they're back at the manor. In the control room at home. From space, Lilandra bids farewell to Charles telepathically. He calls out Lilandra for hiding something from him. Meanwhile, Scott tucks Jean into bed. Just like the comics.
Just like the comics. Exactly. By the way, you're back at the manor so angry. Like, I was afraid for our lives when you said it.
I know, but I did get tingles. I did.
I did.
I was I'm Canadian, so I don't really know much about American stuff, but who's the president who shakes his cheeks a lot? Nixon. Nixon. I was channeling a Nixon for my back at the manor, I think.
So this is the moment I've been waiting for, Kevin. This is when I get to spew out everything that came about from the whole, like, Phoenix Saga. All the weird stuff, all the storytelling. Hammy's here to help me. He seems to really know the Phoenix. Let's do this. So the major difference in the comics to the show, pay attention now because there's going to be a question on this later. Jean didn't die as the Phoenix. She went from being the Phoenix to like taking on that persona, and then she turned into the Dark Phoenix without yet dying. And then in the end, she sacrificed herself, and that's when she died from about, I think, 1983 to like 1987. She was just dead. So the show kind of did it differently. She died, came back, and then didn't die again. So that's why a lot of people, I think, prefer the cartoon over the comics sometimes, because they simplified everything.
Okay. That's actually a really good point. I think when you have knowledge of both, it's easy to say that the comics are better. But when you're trying to appeal to a broader audience or people who aren't aware of the comics, because obviously when I watched this originally, I was not reading the comics. This was my sort of first exposure to X-Men, was the cartoon show. And so, yeah, I don't think I would have understood the nuances of the comic book. So to be like, space alien enter girl's body, girl be mad about it, girl die, come back evil, saved by friendship. I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. The power of love saved the day. That makes sense. Okay.
Care Bears.
Yeah. That is a bit better and maybe a little more suitable for children. Not that the show really is for children, to be fair.
True.
The sexiest kid show ever.
I know. One of the biggest grievances that I've been dying to talk about. So I talked about a little last episode where they had this issue where what do we do with Jean now? She's turned into Dark Phoenix. She's destroyed a whole civilization. Chris Claremont originally wanted to keep her around as like a recurring villain, but they're like, she's too powerful. So then they're like, well, what about if the Shi'ar depower her and put her in a cell and keep her a prisoner? And their argument was, Scott's not going to let that happen. The X-Men aren't going to let her just sit in space. So, like, we can't do that. So finally, that's when they came about the idea that we have to kill Jean. Like, the only way for her to be punished for the crimes of the Phoenix is to kill her. So one of the big things that happened, one of the problems is when they brought Jean back to life, the studio, or this, I guess Marvel Studios, was like, well, we killed her. And a lot of people thought that was really brave of us. She's like the first major character to really die in comics. So they're like, should we bring her back and how do we do it? So they decided, what if, you know how Phoenix comes out of the water when she first appears? Mm-hmm. What if Jean's body is suspended underwater in a tube, and the Phoenix is a separate entity that just so happens to pop up that has taken Jean's form. So that way Jean has done none of these things that the Phoenix did. She's just hanging out at the bottom of the ocean.
That was a fan submission?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What? Okay. That's like one of the biggest retcons in like comic book history.
Yeah, a lot of people hated that because that was Jean's moment, and they took it all away and just said, oh, it wasn't her, it was someone else.
Right, it's basically the, like, it was all a dream, but kind of a more painful version of that, I think. Like, you're like, oh my god, this poor character has gone through so much, and look at her now, she's evil, and then you're like, oh, she was just asleep in the water. Never mind.
Never mind.
She's gonna come home one day and be like, "Hey, what's up, everybody? Missed me?"
Remember when that alien like took my face and like did all those horrible things? That wasn't me. That was the alien. So we're good. We're good, right?
I'm sure at the time that was absolutely insane. Like now, I feel like comics get away with so much. We just kind of deal with it. Like if that happened now, we'd be like, "Yeah, whatever." They're just trying to get the story to go further. Like the fact that Marvel, like, editorial was even like, no, we can't do that, we can't, is shocking to me because they would do that now in a heartbeat. They'd be like, no, she's too cool. People like her too much. We can't kill her. Nope. We're bringing her back next issue.
That's why I think the Krakoa era that we're in right now, where they have like the resurrection protocols, is so smart, because we don't have to deal with all these random ways that characters just so happen to come back to life. We can just accept that it's a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's way simpler.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to your point, Hammy, there was a time in the early 2000s where people were so sick of the characters just coming back anyway that Marvel actually put a stop on resurrecting characters, to the point where they weren't even going to let Joss Whedon bring Colossus back. Colossus was actually dead for a few years, but he convinced them, I need Colossus. And that was kind of how the ban got lifted, because Joss Whedon wanted it, so they allowed it.
Yep, that guy's never done anything wrong before, so that's great.
He's a good guy.
Great guy. I wish they would have kept that. I remember when Captain America died, and it was like the front page of like, I think it was Time magazine, maybe, when Captain America got shot. They like really went all in, and I was like, holy shit, they're really going to kill this man. Like, he is not coming back. And it was like less than a year later he was back. And I was like, man, like,
they really hype it up, try to get you in the feels, and then like nothing means not anything anymore.
I know, like, even the movies, like, was it Endgame or wherever, they all turned to dust, and everyone around me was crying, and I was like, there's another Spider-Man movie coming out. Why are you crying? He's coming back. He's not dead. Oh, God.
Yeah.
And part of it being spoiled by the internet.
Yeah, that too.
The Captain America one really like pissed me off, because the way they brought him back was like, we have to find the bullet that shot him and reverse his death. I'm like, you guys are just getting stupid now. Like, why would the bullet have anything to do with it?
The real Captain America was asleep under the water the whole time.
So actually, thank you for bridging us back to business. So yeah, they did kind of retcon the retcon in, I think, the early 2000s. They kind of said, well, we have this mess going on. Madeline Pryor had a baby with Cyclops, Nathan Summers. And then we also had this whole Phoenix thing where the Phoenix wasn't Jean. What do we do with this mess? So they kind of just wrote this story where Madeline's essence and the Phoenix's essence came together into Jean, and then it was just received by all the other X-Men that, well, now she is all three of them. Like, she did the Phoenix thing, she has the memories. She did the Madeline thing, she has the memories. So now she is Cable's mom, and she was the Phoenix. So we're good, readers, right? We can move on now.
I hope everyone heard my eyes rolling back into my head as you. The Summers Gray family is just so much, and it's crazy because I love each and every one of them. But when you start looking at it and you start listing it off and you start explaining it, I'm like, what has happened? If that's what we got to do to get Nate Gray and to get Cable and to get Vulcan and X-Man and like. Sure, and Adam X, we'll go with that. Sure, then we got to do it. But like, re-listen to what you just said. It is crazy, Train.
It's as convoluted as Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I know it's convoluted. I know. I'm trying here. I'm trying to make it better. I'm trying.
You're crushing it.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. All right, shall we move on to our ratings? Did we think this episode was extreme, expected, or X out? That's right. We added expected since you were here last, Hammy.
Wow. Oh, great. Good. That's like a middle ground, right?
Yeah, exactly. Our base.
Yeah, okay. Should I go first?
Sure.
Why not? Because I got to tell you, I think I would have been an X'd out if it wouldn't have been for hearing you two describe it and talk about it a bit more. Because watching it alone, I was not having a good time with this episode. I was very like, the art is bad, the writing seems weird, this is not my Phoenix story, blah, 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 blah. But reading it with you guys and like giggling about it, it kind of is a good episode. And Shawn, hearing you say like, it's a less convoluted telling of the Phoenix story, because obviously there's time constraints doing this. Obviously they wanted to do everything they could. I would feel shitty for giving it an X'd out, I think. I'll go expected because I would like to watch it live with you guys sometime, and I think that would be a fun way to watch it. And I think I just had a bad time watching it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad we could change your bad experience.
One more time and we'll get me to extreme.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kevin?
Okay. Well, I am going to extreme it. This is actually the second time I've seen this, but it's been forever. And I was pleasantly surprised by the amount of heart and emotion that was in here. Yeah, and I thought, the love story was great. I thought even the battles were a little iffy, but they're still fun, I guess. But just like the sacrifice that was really there, and then hearing Paul's explanations too really makes everything hit home for me even more. And so, yeah, I'm extreming it. I had a good time overall.
Fine, I'm glad Paul can make it better for you, but not me.
Shawn, I said you made it better for me. You can't get all of the glory.
I know. That makes it better that it came from you, hamster.
That's right. Take that, Kevin. And Paul. Screw both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. The secret wasn't friendship all along.
It wasn't friendship. I agree, not all the writing was great, and Jean's outfit looked terrible, but I just love the Phoenix so much that I had to extreme this as well. Knowing the Imperial Guard and knowing those characters, it's cool to see them on the screen. It's cool to see the fight. So I really like this episode. I'm not even going to let Hammy tear it down for me.
Listen, I'm with you, because what's the Iceman episode? It's called
Cold Vengeance or
Cold Vengeance.
Cold Comfort.
Yeah. Cold Comfort.
Miserable episode. Some of the worst art in X-Men history. Favorite episode, because I just love Iceman, and the fact that I got to see him on the animated series is incredible to me. It could have the whole episode could have been them just yelling at me and calling me names, and I was I love this episode so much. So I'm not here to tear you guys down. I'm just the episode was wild, and the fact that they all just had to give a little bit of their essence up to save Jean's life was wild.
And that was changed too, wasn't it differently in the comics?
Yeah, because she actually just dies. She doesn't get to come back.
Right.
Yeah, I was going to say it's nothing like that. They that was the craziest. I forgot that this is how this episode ended. So when I was rewatching it, I was just wait, literally, they hold hands and they're our friendship will save you, Jean. And it does.
Oh my gosh, it's like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie when they bring Zordon back.
Yes, it is exactly like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie.
The only thing that's always bothered me with the ending of the comic story is she controls this random gun that's on the moon to shoot her, and it just seems so anticlimactic to this whole saga. I'm just going to turn this turret and shoot myself. Bye.
Very rushed. Very, very rushed. We don't know. We made a Phoenix gun. Haha.
All right. So most excellent player, Hammy. Who's your most excellent MXP?
Beast, for sure. I just think he really laid down the groundwork to be we can't kill Jean, and no one believed him. And then in the end, they were yeah, we can't kill Jean. Except Jean was I can kill Jean. Jean will kill Jean. And I think he did some of the best acting. I guess he's not acting, but the voice actor did some of the best acting in the episode as well. So I think Beast really stood out. He didn't talk that much, but every time he did, there was a purpose and a point. And I love him.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. And I want to get fisted by him. Yeah.
I
like you said yeah before you registered what I had said.
How about you, Kamal?
I bounced between a few people with this one. I'm gonna say Lilandra. Just because I think she was really broken up this whole episode 2. But she was thinking of the good of the many over her selfishness. And, Jean made a similar sacrifice in her life, but I feel like she's gone through this already before. She's made up her mind long ago. This was all new territory for Lilandra, and so she's like experiencing this for like probably one of the first times in a while, and having those turbulent moments. And I liked seeing that trauma with her.
Nice. I would never have picked her, and I'm still not going to. I said Rogue because I feel like she was a badass. She was the one like leading this whole fight, basically.
Oh my God, you're out. We're done.
Okay, Lilandra.
Kevin was like, I feel the way Lilandra handled the situation and the way that she was torn between her lover and her people was beautiful, and you could really see the drama. And you're like, Rogue do fight good, punch nice.
I heard it.
Rogue strong. Say funny line.
You know what? You're moving faster than a swamp bug on a hot skillet. Brilliant. Brilliant. All right. So here is our previously on question for this week. So who wore the Dark Phoenix better? The comics, the cartoon, X-Men The Last Stand, or X-Men The Dark Phoenix?
Dun, dun, dun.
Well, I haven't read the comics, so I can't really say. I saw pictures of it, and I've heard the explanation. So I have to go from my experience as the cartoon, just because I feel like it's the one that people know the most, and it's the one that appeals to the masses, as we talked about. Yes, I'm going to go with that one. Definitely not the movies.
Why?
Kevin, I love you. I love you so much. Shawn, you nodded your head like, yes, the cartoons, after literally just discussing how bad her costume was in the cartoon. That's a good friend, Kevin.
In solidarity.
I appreciate your wrong answer. Oh, God.
What's your answer, Hammy?
Probably the comic books. I mean, it looks so good in the comic books. It definitely doesn't look great in the cartoon. There's a couple shots where it looks decent, but I mean, it's such a beautiful suit, the reds and the golds and all of that. I do like the Last Stand costume, I'll be real. Like, when they put the veins in her face, too, it's like, it's pretty good. The movie blows, but, like, maybe it's just the actress just sold the look, maybe, but...
It was drama. Yeah. I can see that.
She was given drama.
It was a good
I specifically didn't say her name because I knew it would drive Paul crazy.
Because you can't say it?
Yeah, because I can't pronounce it, but also I think he'll just... If I just say, the woman who played Jean in those X-Men movies, I don't know. Whatever her name is.
I wish I knew this yesterday. I would have Famke Janssen all over him.
Oh my God. Obsessed.
So
I'm Fruza Balkan right now.
Yeah, Fruza Balkan. We have another podcaster friend who can't say Fruza Balk for the life of him.
Yeah.
So I actually agree with Hammy. I prefer the comics, and they're not perfect, especially for the reasons that we talked about, the way that they brought her back and stuff, but it has so much more to it. Like, she kills a whole civilization. That really ups the stakes, but the cartoon did it the best they could, and they simplified it in good ways, even though they mentioned like a million times, nobody's there. It's uninhabited. Not a single Dabari was there. So they did a good job.
Yeah. I'm now interrupting to say that I feel like an asshole who didn't realize who wore it best is actually just who you like the best. and I 3 minutes describing costumes. So I'm glad I didn't say my original answer, which was the action figure, because then I would have really looked like an idiot.
You could never.
I still pick the comics, though.
Okay. All right. And then last question for everybody, and then one more question for Kevin. But what is your X Factor?
Oh, God. You guys go first.
I'm going to say Logan and Scott.
What a surprise.
I mean, I love it. And I mean, Jean in there too. I love her in there too, because there was really cute connection with her and Scott too. But then the whole like, the tension, the broodiness that's always there with Scott and Logan. And the hand holding. We talked about everything. It's there. It's beautiful. It makes me happy. I live.
I'm going to say the beautiful way that Lilandra had to, balance her empire.
I love the metaphor.
No, it's hard because we've already talked about like so many pieces of the Dark Phoenix that it's hard to like pull out one thing from this episode. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to say though, the Imperial Guard, like they become a big part of the stories, especially we talked about this before, but Smasher, the costume was given to a woman who's like married to Cannonball now. So they're a big part of the continuity of X-Men.
Mm-hmm. Okay. As cheesy as it is, maybe I really did like when Jean came out in her old costume. I don't know if it made sense necessarily, but I liked the visuals of her and Scott running around with her in that costume. And I think it was a good homage to obviously the comic book covers. And I think the moment they shared together was sentimental. The voice actors sold it, even if the art didn't. And I think that really is what this episode was about. So yeah, I'll take the cheesy lovey-dovey part as my X factor.
Yeah. To echo that, the one thing I missed in this episode is I wish they did You Look Familiar for the cover of X-Men 137.
They were so close, though, weren't they? Like, there was one part where, like, they were holding hands and, like, Scott was blasted, and I was like, are we gonna... No,
almost.
So close.
The other thing is I skimmed through that episode right before we recorded. Everybody gets very naked. There's even like Wolverine in the shower. Like you see him take off all his clothes and get in the shower. Like Colossus's shirt gets ripped off. Like everybody's naked in the Dark Phoenix. I need to take that into bed with me. Fist myself.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Hammy. All right, Kevin.
No, I love it.
I love it.
I love it. The next episode, Kevin, is Orphan's End. So what do you think happens in Orphan's End?
Oh,
wow.
Kevin is way too excited for Orphans.
Well, I'm thinking of who's an orphan in the X-Men. Oh, I know Cyclops was in an orphanage, and I do love me some Cyclops. Okay. So maybe his dad comes and he finally finds out that his dad, because they totally didn't tell each other last time. They just walked around like, I don't know nothing. And so now this time they'll be like, tell each other finally.
Hammy,
I think they're going to put Storm in a ponytail.
Wow. And Kevin gets excited when you're on the show.
I thought Jeff Goldblum was here for a second. Kevin was like channeling this like Goldblum energy.
Yeah.
Well, yes, well, Do you guys have a favorite episode from the saga? Like from the Dark Phoenix Saga, like 1, 2, 3, 4? Is there one
Probably
that you guys...
3. I think 3.
I would probably say to the Circle Club or the Inner Circle because I love the Hellfire Club. I mean the Circle.
A lot of yeah, you guys kept saying that and it killed me every time. You'd be like, in the hell, the Inner Circle. Okay, cool. I was wondering because I obviously I binged them all, and yeah, I think 2 was pretty great.
Yeah, lots of drama, and I just love Emma.
Yeah. There you go.
All right, so that brings us to the end. Hammy, I always have so much fun when you come on.
Listen, you guys are getting closer and closer to the end, but I would like to do at least one more of these because I think it's like a fever dream coming on here. I feel like talking to you guys is just absolute pure insanity, and it makes me very, very happy.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Good,
hopefully this is edited down to like 4 minutes because I think that's all the usable content in this episode.
Well,
4 minutes of podcast, an hour of fisting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that.
Even though we're coming towards the end of this X-Men show, we still got like X-Men Evolution, Wolverine and the X-Men.
Yeah, we're doing
we
it
got
all.
some stuff to
You
do.
guys are... Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, X-Men and the Evolution... beep. It's all good shows. It's just... God bless you guys for going through all this.
Yeah, I've never watched Evolution all the way. I just couldn't get into it, but this will be a good excuse to finally like watch the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. I mean, it's a fun little crazy journey of the 2000s.
Yeah. Well, Hammy, where can people find you?
Oh, me? Little old me? You can find me on Instagram at Hammy73 if you just want thoughty photos and life stuff. You can follow me at michael.ham.cosplay if you want all the kind of professional cosplay good stuff. And I have a Twitter account that is at onlyhams73. But, ever since Musk took control, I've kind of steered away from there. But it's still kind of active.
Cool. And Kevin, where can we find you?
Who, me? Don't make me sing. No, it's gonna be. I'm gonna be found my personal one, KGZ87 on Instagram. Lots of random stuff there.
You whore.
I'm a whore. It's fine. You can follow my other podcast where Shawn is helping me cover the Charmed comic books, Words of the Witches. And that's really it. That's all I got. So, ta-da.
Yeah, and you can find me on Once Upon a Cult. And you can find me also on Monday on Marvelous Galaxy of Disney, where we've got your Star Wars, Marvel, Disney news. And you can find my book on Amazon, Witch's Brew, A Dream of Waking.
A Dream of Waking.
Oh. Wait, I have a book too. Myriad, The Rise of a Superhero.
All right, thank you for listening, Sexy Exies. We'll see you next week for Orphan's End.
Ooh. Can't wait.
Me too.